Yo yo, it's Dirty Doritos, and we're back with a storytime video. You probably didn't know I did storytime videos because I stopped doing them. So I did them around last year, around this time, and I'm not sure why I stopped because I have a lot of good stories. But there has been one story that I've been having to tell people lately, recently. I got into a fight. Yeah, so I think the storytime videos are back, and I'm gonna tell you this one right here. Also, I'm not really sure what to post in terms of Fortnite content right now, so let's just do a storytime video. Doritos got into a little brawl. So it was Saturday night, and me and my one friend, we decided to, do a little bar hopping, go to places we've never been before, and places we've always wanted to go to, but we end up not going. So, I'm gonna give you the rundown of the whole night, just what led up to what happened, because at the third bar we went to was when shit went down. So we go out, pregame little. We go out to the first bar, go in like 11 o'clock or something. We go in, we're like, fuck this place. We're not go. We're leaving. What is this place? We just looked around. It was kind of dead. It was small, and we're like, nah, boring. We left because right down the street was one we always go to, and pretty good. It has a dance floor area, karaoke area, and a big bar area, and a balcony, patio, outdoor area as well. So we actually spent a good amount of time there. We chilled in the karaoke room, and this old lady with one arm was buying us drinks. And we're like, all right, whatever. And then we ended up dipping from there. Just vibing out, talking to chicks, talking to random people, vibing out, getting drinks. So there was nothing else really that was super eventful at that bar. We had a good time though. So we go to the third bar that we've always wanted to go to but never checked out. We finally checked out, but this night it was kind of dead. The whole night was kind of dead in all three places. Not sure what was going on, but we go in there. Go in there. We get another drink. Then we played a pong game. We somehow lost the pong game in overtime. Like they had redemption. They got redemption, and then we lost in overtime. Crazy, but whatever. So we end up near the front, sitting down at a table, kind of near the bar. And here's where shit went down. This guy, this random dude, went up to us, and he just sat down, and I don't know, we were just talking. I cannot recall exactly what was said, so I will do my best to explain what happened here. So I forget. He was talking to my friend. He takes out some money, like $11 or something, puts on the table, like slides it over to him. My friend's just like, okay, and he grabs the money and just puts it in his pocket. And we're like, all right, what? Okay. The guy had weird vibes. I don't know. We were just trying to vibe out with him like we did with everyone else, but it wasn't happening. So one thing I do remember what we were saying was, we were saying like, hey yo, tonight's kind of dead, man. What is up with everybody? They're all being a bunch of bitches. It's not like it's that cold out or anything. Like, what's going on here? And then the guy looks at me. He's like, oh man, if I were you, I wouldn't be calling anyone a bitch. I was like, bro, we're like, what? I was like, all right. In my head, I'm like, really, bro? Like, we're calling hypothetical people who didn't show up bitches. Like, calm down, man. So I'm like, in my head, I'm like, whatever. This guy's like not really vibing. It's whatever. Do me, whatever. And I don't know. He seemed to have like a problem with me. He started like low key talking shit to me, like about how I look and like you look like this, you look like that, and I can't recall exactly what was said, because like I'm just like born to like block out hate. So what I do remember, what I asked him, I did ask him, hey man, where do you think I'm from? And he's like, I think you're from Maine because you look boring as shit. I'm like, what? That was the most random ass answer. Fucking Maine? You think I'm from Maine, where the fucking lobsters are? No, bro. The last state I would ever go to or be from is Maine. But anyway, dude was like, he said it in a really disrespectful way, but my response was just like, cool, bro. And no matter what I said or how I responded to him, he always seemed to like take greater offense to it, or like react, or just get more pissed off at me. And I was like, okay, bro. And then what I like to do with a lot of people is when I ask that question, where do you think I'm from? What I like to do with people, I like to troll people because I'm from New Jersey, and you know, people don't like New Jersey and people from New Jersey. So in a playful way, I thought it would be funny if you found out I was from New Jersey. I was like, hey man, what if I told you I was from Jersey? By the way, this guy, let me describe what he looked like real quick. He looked like he came from like a small town, middle of nowhere type thing. He acted kind of tough, but he wasn't like big at all. Like, I'm not big at all either. But he was just maybe a little taller than me, but skinny as shit. So let's get back to the story of what I said. I was like, hey man, what if I told you I was from Jersey? And he's like, oh, you know what we think about Jersey, people from Jersey. And then he gets up from the table, and he seemed like he had a huge problem with it. He gets up as he was talking shit. He was saying like gay slurs, like people from Jersey are, you know. And he gets up around the table, and I can't recall everything he said, but he was talking mad shit. He was like just talking mad shit. He gets up from the table, walks around the table, and when he gets near me, I get up too, because what the fuck is this guy doing? You know, it's like a natural thing. Like, this guy's standing up to you, I'm gonna stand up too. Like, what the fuck? So he starts touching like my shirt around like the collarbone area, and while he's like talking shit, and I'm just like, okay. I'm just standing tall to him, like, okay. Haven't said anything disrespectful to him at all. Like, I'm not even a shit talker. I'm not a shit talker at all. I take shit, throw it in a bucket, and then take the bucket and pour the shit on his head. So that's what I did. So his girlfriend or whatever, who the fuck was with him, goes up to him and is like, everything okay? What's going on here? And then my friend to my right, like sitting across from him on the table, gets up. He's like, yeah, is there a fucking problem? And then he looks down to respond to his girl or girlfriend or whatever. And that's when it was a good time. I just fucking punched him. And for you Fortnite people, if you don't know what a punch is, imagine like you pickaxe somebody, but without the pickaxe. I definitely did more than 20 damage, but you know. Alright, for real. Alright. So I punched him. The punch I did was like kind of like a right hook, right on the cheekbone. It was like a Will Smith slap, but with way more force and with a fist. It was a pretty good punch, I'm not gonna lie. And it really did catch him off guard because, like I told you, man, like, you're gonna throw a shit ton of disrespect at me. You're gonna touch me. He already touched me. He already fucking put his hands on me and everything. You let go for a second, I hit him. So his response was like, what the fuck? He got so fucking mad. He grabbed my shirt, wouldn't let go. Grabbed my shirt right under my right, like, pec area. Tried to pull me toward him. You know, when somebody has your shirt like that, they can do some dirty things to you. And me, dirty Doritoz, I'm not letting anybody do anything dirty to me. So I backed off as far as I could. I even let my shirt rip. I did not want to get hit by this guy or have him do anything because you don't know what he could have with him, have on him, or anything. Kind of a bitch move that he was just grabbing my shirt and never let go. He just wouldn't let go. I would happily like hit back, whatever. If he hit back without grabbing my shirt, that's fair. But if you're gonna fucking grab my shirt, I'm staying away from you. There's no way. So I'm pretty much leaning back as far as I can, bumping into chairs and shit. This guy, like, if he really wanted to hit me back, he would have lunged forward toward me. I can't fucking run away. I was in a crowded bar. But he didn't, because he's a bitch. And I remember hearing, like, people's reaction to the punch. The guy, like, deep to my right, behind me, was like, oh, shit! And then his girl was like, ah! Or something. But then it was just him grabbing my my shirt, which I didn't like at all. I'm sure he didn't like the punch in the face, but he kind of just deserved it. So, well, Doritoz, what happened next? So here's the shitty part, actually. The bouncer came in, or he tried to. He was like started pulling on my arm from behind, my left arm, and I'm standing tall, waiting for this guy who could easily just lunge toward me, which he didn't. Instead, he's trying to pull me toward him. He's trying to pull me, and the bouncer is pulling my left arm back. So there's like some awkward tug of war shit going on here, where he's pulling me forward. The bouncer doesn't know he has my shirt, and he starts yanking at my arm, just yanking my arm. External rotation. I had surgery on this arm 4 years ago for having my shoulder pop out a bunch of times, and my shoulder still doesn't feel good. I might be going to physical therapy for it now. He fucked up my arm. It's a very unfortunate situation. The bouncer just didn't know that the guy was grabbing my shirt, and he's like, "Back off, man, just back off." And I'm like, I told him I'm trying to back off, but I can't. My friend ended up grabbing the dude's hand, bending it backwards, so we let go of my shirt, and I was like, "Yo, let's get out of here." So we dipped. We like ran out the bar, ran around the corner, hopped in my friend's truck, and we just dipped out of there. He's like, "Dude, I still have that kid's money." I'm like, "Oh shit." So we pretty much punched the dude in the face, took his money, and left. But the L that I took from this whole situation is my shoulder got a little messed up. I don't know if I regret the, decision of actually, I didn't start the fight, he did, but going along with it and, giving him what he deserves was a whole different decision I made. I could have verbally made the situation better, but I didn't. And I guess that's the price I pay. Hopefully my shoulder gets better soon and I'll get back to lifting again, because I've been having a lot of progress lifting lately. But now I gotta start all over again. At the end of the day, you have to be grateful for what you have. At least I still have 2 arms. I actually like talking about what happened with my shoulder for some reason, and I might do another story time video on that, just for those people who I guess had injuries in the past, or athletes, for those who are actually interested in hearing something like that. But that'll be another story time video for later. And I also have a pretty funny Halloween story for you, so keep your eyes out for that one soon. Anyway, if you like the story time videos, you want to keep them going, I have a lot of stories. Just drop a like and we'll do it again. Peace out.